Hello and welcome to WIC Women in Conversation. It's a table where women sit and discuss things that are pertaining women, but not just the women. Anyways, we talk about men because without men we can have the women, and without the women we can have the men. So there must be discussion going around both women and men, and of course the children too. We'll also talk about the children, but we made it just a women affair so we can be free to talk about us really. Anyway, welcome to today's episode of WIC. I'm Patricia Urum Gabriels. And with me today to discuss some of the things we'll be talking about, I have to my left, Ayo Alibalugu. Ayo Alibalugu, you're welcome to the program. She's a consultant. Don't let me forget that aspect of her. She's a consultant. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
It's good to have you. And to my right, I have Princess Edith Madejemon. Princess Edith is the CEO of Africa, Fredet, Fredet Gold Collections. Okay, so she's the one that beautifies us. Anyway, let me put it that way. So she makes everything that we wear happen, and she makes us look this good. Edith, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And then to my far left, I have Mercy Emmanuel. Mercy Emmanuel is a nurse and a senior nurse at that. Mercy has been the one telling us what to eat and what not to eat, what to drink and what not to drink. We remember the Christmas episode where she was telling us we shouldn't take a lot of soda and all that. Carbonated drinks. And she told us to stick on water, which wasn't really nice for me. Mercy, you're welcome to the
Thank you.
Okay, so let's start off with what we're going to be talking on today. We're going to be talking on Mother's Day. Mother's Day was celebrated just last week. It was a few days ago. Yes, a few days ago. Yes, maybe I should say it out here. I got a bouquet of money from my daughter.
Wow.
And of course, the men were so angry in the house. They were like, what's going on? Every day people are celebrating Mother's Day. That's why we want to talk about it today. Let me start with you, Ayo. A lot of people say we're always celebrating Mother's Day. In fact, some men say Mother's Day, are they the only ones in the world? They are celebrating them every time. Because we just did the International Women's Day in March 8th.
Yes.
And then a few days after is Mother's Day.
March 15th.
Yes, I remember that March 8th, my son also woke up and said, Mommy, what do you want? I want to order for you. It's International Women's Day. And I was like, thank you. And he did order me something. And then a few days after, I'm being celebrated again. So the men are not upset. They're not angry, but they're asking questions. Why is it that the women are more celebrated than the men?
Well, it's a function of perception as far as I see it. Let's just say that the month of March is a month dedicated to
women.
Celebrating women largely. And not just women. Now let's narrow it down to Mother's Day. There could be a man who doubles as a father and a mother, who nurtures the son, the daughter. Such men too are recognized on Mother's Day.
Sure.
As a single mother, my daughter makes it a point of duty to celebrate me on Father's Day.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And celebrate every man who has contributed positively
To her life.
and made an impact to her life.
Yeah.
So I also take our time to celebrate the men who also pull that by virtue of maybe being divorced and they're taking care of their children or the widowed. So mothering is just another word for nurturing. It is not a clash or the fight of the sexes, to be honest.
Gender.
So when some men, trivialize it, every day should be used to celebrate the people you love.
That's
Sure.
That's my point.
That's your point. Okay, for Edith, men also have Father's Day.
Yeah.
Okay. But they are still insisting that the Father's Day is not worldly recognized the way Mother's Day is being recognized, and they don't celebrate them the way mothers are being celebrated. What's your take on that?
As far as thank you for that. As far as I'm concerned, I think I know there is day set aside for International Father's Day, just as we have International Mother's Day. But fortunately for women, we have the next week, which is 15th of the same March, is the Mother's Day.
True.
So it's like a double celebration for women. Why she said the month of March is set aside to celebrate the womanhood, the mothers. Okay, now, why are men not comfortable with just one celebration in a month? You understand? In a year. It's, you give woman one egg, she will triple it. Whatever you give to the woman, she will multiply it times 10. So you give us International Women's Day, you give us Mother's Day, we elaborate it. They can't elaborate theirs. It's not our fault.
Oh my God, princess. That's a good one. That's a good one.
It's not our fault. We elaborate it. You know, we celebrate ourselves. Even if we don't have anybody to celebrate us, I trust my women, we learn to celebrate ourselves.
Yes, we have learned that.
We have learned before. Over the years, we look for people that will celebrate us.
Exactly.
We wallow in the pain and wallow in pity, self-pity, looking for who to celebrate us. I just give it to my women. These days, we have worn the garment of celebration. Whether it's our birthdays, whether it's Mother's Day, whether International Women's Day, we are celebrating ourselves. I think I will tell the men, also learn to celebrate yourself.
They should loud it.
They should amplify it. If you can amplify it,
They should amplify
not
it.
need to envy us. That's it.
Mercy. Okay, so the men says that their celebration is not as elaborate as the Women's Day celebration, just like Edith said. They said they complained also that even though they have their own special day, the children don't celebrate them the way they celebrate their moms.
I don't agree.
But that's what they're complaining
Now,
about.
the truth is, it's only the myopic minded that will say that when it comes to the men. Every man that realizes the importance of a woman would not say that. A woman, just as Edith said, a woman is a procreator. Whatever you give to a woman, the man only goes out there, I want to get the money, take care of the home. They think that whatever it is they've gone out to fetch is enough to sort out everything. But no. You know, I used to get angry with this man that sang this, to be a man is not a day's job. I'm like, what do you guys bring to the table? You know, when a woman is asked that question and you don't know what to answer, it's because you do not know who you are. Do you understand? A woman should be celebrated every second because a woman is seated here. She's washing, she's cooking, she's thinking of the next thing to do. I mean, in few seconds, a woman is a multitasker.
So you think the men don't multitask?
No, they don't.
No.
Really?
That is the way we are wired.
Just a few.
And if you watch some skit makers, you see them when a woman just decides, okay, let me go out, you take care of the home, clean the house, take care of the kids and all that. You see that by the time the child cries once, Daddy, I'm hungry, the other one comes, Daddy, I want to cook, the other one comes, Daddy, I want to do this, Daddy, like, hey, let your mother come and take care. So why a child or people around understand the importance of women or mothers? Because we put in a lot. They put in little, whether we like it or not, they put in little and expect so much. But we, funny enough, we put in a lot. And funny enough, we also
get it clear. Because Ayo said something about some people could be widowers, some men could have been divorced.
Very few
and
of them
they take care of the children like the women do. So what extra do you think the women put?
Wow. Okay. Now, there are many women that are not just full housewives. I give it to those that are full housewives because the tax in the house is overwhelming. Because the men go out and when they are back, I posted something some days back on my WhatsApp status and a woman that was breastfeeding and sleeping. Now she is sleeping and the child is just not comfortable. Probably this woman is probably a full housewife, let us assume. She cleans the house, she takes care of the kids. Probably she took the kids to school. She takes care of that man that just wakes up in the morning, takes his bath and just runs off to work. and she stays back in the house to care for the kids when they are back and to also care for the family. So the woman puts a whole lot. This man just goes out, gets to work, and he's back.
But they tell you they bring the money.
No,
Is just to
so the women also bring the money.
You know, for me, to be honest, I don't like to do the war of the sexes. I don't. I like fairness and balance.
All right.
But life is not like that generally.
Sure.
So in each household, you determine how you want to structure or how you move. You know, so when you have the woman, she's doing house chores and everything, nothing stops the man from helping out.
The money wouldn't.
Now,
I am the head.
So because I am not in their home, I can't say. You understand? These days, we look at things from the periphery and we reach a lot of conclusions. Until you walk in that person's shoes.
Before you understand.
So for a man that goes out to bring the money, he's done a lot. Let's assume this man wakes up lives in the Keja and walks on the island for work. And, you know, wakes up at 4:30 or 5, says his prayers, leaves the house by 6, has to get to by 6 o'clock on 3rd Mainland Bridge. There's traffic.
By 5:30.
Exactly.
So the guy gets to work at 7:30, goes through all the work process, the office politics, the stress, the disappointment, the joys, the wins, comes back home. At least he's sure that he'll meet a warm house, a house where there's food, love, and all of these things is also premised on their relationship. The children, now the world might decide to celebrate the man only once a year. You as a wife or as a girlfriend, as a partner, is your decision how often
you want to celebrate him.
And appreciate him.
For me, whether my husband or my boyfriend or my son or my children or my relatives, my co-workers, I have seen that nobody knows, tomorrow. So therefore, I'm going to celebrate you as much as I can at every point that I have.
Okay, Ayo, let's look at celebration from your own angle. You want to celebrate them as much as you can. How do you want to celebrate? Or what do you mean by celebrating them? Okay. Because these men are complaining that when his mother, like I just said, I got a bouquet of money from my daughter. I don't know. I'm just saying here, I don't know what my daughter would do. But I don't think she would want to, give a bouquet of money to his dad.
To her dad.
Because she might be thinking he has enough. Yeah, but I don't know if you understand. We mothers, the moment I saw the bouquet of money,
it all boils down.
I was like, woo!
It all boils down. Thank you.
Relationship that has been created.
Thank you.
Between either the man and the people around him.
And the children.
I want to broaden it to the people around him. Trust me, if that man fits in to be celebrated,
every day,
he needs not to blow a trumpet. It will just come naturally.
So for me,
you asked me a question.
Yes, I asked you a question. Please go ahead.
You said, how would the man be celebrated?
Okay.
So a lot of time we're expecting grandiose gesture. Well, so let's assume I live with this awesome man and he comes in. He's not even my brother. He's not even my boyfriend or something. Well, let's say we're just co-tenants in the house. You give him a warm meal. The way, the utensils with which you present it, you're not doing the regular, so today, you understand, you do, after setting the table, you now put his face, what's this one? I'm celebrating you now. In an unusual, something creative, innovative. Your brother, your husband, your father gets back from work. Let's say, Daddy, bring your feet. Let me massage you. You're a king.
When you do that too, we'll begin to look at you with the bombastic side eyes. Having in mind that there is something behind this. Because men already have this mindset that for you to give me a special treat.
Mercy, you use the term myopic.
Yes.
I love that. And that seals it for me. So even if you're dealing with a myopic man, you did it the first day, second day, third day, not day, but first time, second time, without asking anything. the person gets to understand. And then you also teach the person. If the person is myopic, not to think that replicates it. Oga, when I celebrate, you might go.
See, you guys are not seeing it from my own perspective.
Okay, please, what's your perspective?
Yeah, you know you're always on the war zone.
Our perspectives are usually different. So let's hear from
I beg to differ. So the thing is this. We celebrate the present fathers every time, just as we celebrate the present mothers. What of the absentee fathers? Are they also expected to be celebrated? And these are the men that you hear out there or you see out there complaining that my children are not celebrating me, nobody's celebrating me.
No.
When you have not, hold on please. When you have not built any bonding between you and your children and your relations, it is the bonding, it is the seed that you sow that will germinate.
Let me come in there. Why I want to come in there is these complaints from men, why I decided to choose this topic, are fathers that are present with the children. They are saying on Mother's Day, the children go all out to at least get a gift for
because the mothers sacrifice.
Someone told me. Someone told me and said, for him, the children will just come, oh, Daddy, Happy Father's Day. And everybody's up.
That is for
that the children go far to get gifts with the mother. That during the year, for the small children, you see them putting monies together and say, Mother's Day is coming. Mother's Day is coming. We'll buy present for mommy. So that is their argument. That's their not anger.
That is for one person in particular. That's not for general.
Does he want material gift or emotional gift?
Good.
Something happened this last, so American Father's Day was Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, yeah.
So on that Valentine's Day, a friend came to see me. And so whilst we were together, his son in America sent him a message, about 13 years old. And, sends, so something, Happy Father's Day, I love you, Daddy. I love you.
Happy Valentine's Day.
The guy just went, don't tell me you love me. How can you tell me? Don't. I was like, hold on a second. Your son told you he loves you. That should not be a problem.
He has never felt love. He has never seen love.
No. So, he said, well, if it's... I said, no. Now that brings it down to few years down the line. I said, don't train this boy not to be able to express emotion.
Yes.
This is you, his father.
Yeah.
He's saying that, I love you, Daddy. It was like, if he was just there to hug him and everything, that would have just been okay. And I said to him, now, if this was close up years down the line, you begin to complain.
Yeah.
So what do we do?
This is exactly the point I made, that you're expecting from what you've not built.
I just said you can't
If there is a relationship, or if there was a relationship, I don't think he'll be overwhelmed by Daddy, I love you.
Yeah, because he has already laid that foundation.
But this boy, trust me, for that boy to send that message, this is what he has been nurturing inside of him. And this is what he wants. Probably he has seen his friends exhibit that. I want to do this with my dad.
And he's understanding
that it's to your loved ones. It's your loved ones.
So I now had to coach him. That Valentine's Day, so whilst he was there, my daughter sent me this beautiful cake, very cute and everything. My daughter is not gay.
Exactly.
You understand? So he was like, it's okay for you get. No.
You see how they reach. And this is why we celebrate her.
He said, why is this on Valentine's Day?
You can search your
I'm telling you, I want to send him this clip so he knows that I spoke about it.
On the long run, it's also good to celebrate our father.
It is. My dad was an amazing guy.
Men also deserve to be celebrated.
Oh yes, my dad was an amazing guy.
Because most often they don't get gifts. To be frank,
that's what
most often they don't get gifts either from their partner, from their children, or from their colleague.
The wives,
it's good to also celebrate them.
The partner
you have
should
a father
learn to
alive,
train
you
them.
have an uncle alive, you have a good support system, you have a destiny helper.
That is a male.
That is a male. Go out there to celebrate them. Look out for their big day, for their anniversary, celebrate them. And if you don't know any of this, their big day, anytime,
questions.
any day, please celebrate every good man in
That's
your life.
it. That's it.
Okay, we're going to go for a short break, and when we come back, we're going to continue this conversation. Ayo just did a shout out to Dele. We would like to have the Dele in the studio, even though we don't accommodate men, but we would like to have him and see him when he was in.
Dele, I don't feel like this is for you. You're coming on the show.
Let's go on a short break. We'll be right back. Please sit.
Okay.
Okay, welcome back. It's still Women in Conversation, WIC in short. We were talking about Mother's Day, and the continuation of the Mother's Day conversation has just begun. So Edith was saying something about celebrating men at all times. So I was going to come into talking about you celebrate the real men, not just the men
Exactly.
that fathered a child. You know,
Yes.
You mean sperm donor?
Exactly. Thank you.
Let's say the way
Let's look at Tonto Dike.
Okay.
As a case study here today.
All right.
Tonto calls herself
King.
King Tonto.
Yes.
And why did she do that? Because she said, okay, she stepped into the shoes of
The shoes
the
of
father.
father
and the mother. Do you think it was right for her to have done that? I don't think Churchill decided not to take care of her son. It was her decision as at the time of breakup to take the child.
Can I come
yes,
in there?
please come in there.
She has the right to be addressed whichever way she chooses to be addressed. She gave herself the name, and we don't have any reason not to accept it. We all have a way of celebrating ourselves. There are some things you are very good at in doing, and you have a way of, praising yourself. That is the way she feel like she should praise herself in that position that she has assumed as a father and a mother. You understand? She was doing a lot at a time. I understand you said it's not that the father of the child
Yeah.
didn't
As
want
at the time, yes.
to step in as a father to play his role. She blocked that angle. And she owned up to it. She has her reason, and she's entitled to her reasons. So if she decides to be called a King Toto, I think that's her decision. It fits her, it suits her, she likes it. We don't have any reason to query her. Why do you want to be called King Toto? That is who she chooses to be. And every other woman out there, we have some super single mothers. They also have a way of, celebrating themselves or praising themselves. You can see here a woman that will say, 3 in 1, I'm a superwoman. Are you getting it? Superwoman. How do Yoruba say it? Obirimeta. Yeah, that's some super women that also
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, that's what they call it. That's some women that has also stepped in as a father and a mother at the same time. You have some single women that are she just trained one, but she's training one child. There are some single parents, single mothers that are training 3 children, 4. I know a single mother that single-handedly raised 3 grown-up graduates. What do you call that lady? If she choose to say, today I'm King Deborah, what will you call her? You say
Or
you are
decides to call herself Odogu.
Odogu. And
Not
you say,
Odogures.
yeah, Odogu. Okay.
There must have been a reason.
Thank you. If she choose to say, okay, today I'm the Odogres or I'm the Odogu, I'm Odogu Deborah, you say I'm not fit to be called Odogu Princess. I am Odogu Princess.
Okay.
Because I've been through some rough part and I survived it.
Odogu Princess. It's nice to have you on set today. Let's hear from you on Tonto Dike's issues.
All right. The thing is, due to what I have been through in life, I am not quick to judging people.
Thank you.
Truth be told, if we look deep, there must have been a reason why she gave herself that title. Honestly, let's be blunt. Some people call me a feminist, but I just like being honest. No woman will tell you, don't partake in the upbringing of your child. It's a heavy load.
It
I'm
is.
talking from experience. No woman will do that. If you want to, as a man, you know your responsibility as a man or as a father, not as a donor. I don't want to go raw, just as you said. Not as a donor. You know, this is my father role in the life of this child or these children.
Fatherly role.
You shouldn't be begged to do your fatherly role. And when it comes to a point where a woman tells the world she is the king, she took over everything, there must have been a
Speak volume.
smoke. There's a fire under.
Speak
Click
volume.
it. Sweetie, what's your take on What's your take on Tonto Dike?
I don't know much about her story.
Okay.
I don't like to judge what I don't know.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So, if she chooses to be king, is it because she's nurturing her child that makes her a king? It could be she's trying to say she's a boss lady in the Nollywood industry as well. So, it might not just be in reference to her bringing up her child.
Well, that's what she said.
That's what
It's
she
in
said.
reference of bringing up the child
Right,
by
so-
herself. Yeah.
So, bringing up a child.
At some point, she started wearing male clothes.
Yes.
When she's going, when the
There
child
was
is
one
going
of the
into her-
Father's Day. She
Yes,
came as
yes.
when the
yes.
child has entire sports, anything to do in school, they need parents, she will dress with
As a man.
Yeah,
As a
that
man.
shiki should go. And Father's Day, she'll celebrate herself. You see it boils down to how we celebrate ourselves. She celebrates herself on Mother's Day. She celebrates herself on Father's Day. And this boy is still a little, he just clocked 10. So she does the celebration herself. How many men will come out to celebrate themselves?
All right, so I like the fact that she's doing all of that, wearing the pants and everything. Yeah, some of us can be a bit dramatic.
Yeah,
really.
yeah,
And
that's
then
it.
some of
She
us
is.
are really like, you know what? I roll up my sleeves, hands on deck, boom. For the records, I had my child at 18 and a half. Single mother. My daughter today is 32 years old in June. And I give all praises to God Almighty, because she went to some of the best schools, from Vivian Fowler to studying abroad, Bristol University, Loughborough University, MBA certification, and all by myself. Now, should I now start wearing, blazers and everything too? No. But because that child from babyhood
Seen that you've
has
been
seen
there.
the
all
father and all of that. I said to you before now that my daughter would celebrate me on Father's Day.
Are you going to force her
So-
for that?
so
She
I-
choose to.
You
Because
understand?
you deserve it.
Yeah, so I don't think that women should be overtly dramatic about certain things. In Yoruba, we say this: what you can change, you accept. What you can change. If that is the reality on ground for you, am I going to love myself less? I moved on. But the day I had my child, I made up my mind, and I looked at my child and I said, this is meant to be a mess. But you know what? She is going to be a message.
Yeah, I like
And
that.
my daughter has turned out to be a message. I think you should celebrate the people around you. What you give, you get. Love goes around.
Want to really be celebrated, you have to create that relationship.
Learn to celebrate the people around you. Learn to celebrate your wife. And learn to celebrate every of your little ones.
And so, my pretty women here have just left a message for the men. If you want to be celebrated, learn how to celebrate the people around you and celebrate yourself. You get what you give. I'm Patricia Uremu Gabriels.
ITV, certainly the best. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, and to serve Nigeria with all my strength. Now, so it's supposed to be. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, and to serve Nigeria with all my strength. Now, so it's supposed to be. Citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, they say if you see something, say something. We must continue to thank everybody when they watch us for ITV, when they watch us for Facebook, for YouTube, for TikTok, when they watch us online, for America, for Africa, for Nigeria, for Edo. You could ask me where are they so? Are they for Umelu community, for Ikpobaoka local government area of Edo State? The landlord and landladies went to this area. They not let me rest, oh. In the daytime, oh, in the afternoon, oh, in the midnight, oh, that's what they're going to come a number. Wasunu. However, citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, anywhere on a day for the world, the landlord and landlady of these fine, beautiful houses and other houses within this area, now one eye, they take a sleep. The landlord of this beautiful house, the landlord of this house and the other house and other houses within this area, now one eye, they take a sleep. They say in the night, their house and them as human beings, they say their body go to shake. Not be joke, oh. He said when the thing start now, this house, it's gonna shake. Then they say too gonna shake. Also know what did happen. They say if you see something, say something. No, I don't know whether they ask because Udo.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
Which one they say thank you? Which one they say thank you?
Call you every time they call you. You know the pick call. What did they happen? I don't they call you. Every day. I go write you message. You know they answer my call, Baba. Thank you today. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I will see.
Yeah, your house be this.
Now my house be this. So now my house be this.
What did happen?
What did they make me? They call you now. I want to show you. So if you see this, my beautiful house. When I build that time, Smith, it never even cost as it is now. So I don't stay here for over 12 years. No pit, nothing like borrow pit here. We buy this land from Umelu. We settled there. Now we build these houses. As I dey here now, up to 2 years now, pit enter.
What do you pit?
Borrow pit where they take sand.
Borrow pit where they
carry sand. So the sand now, we don't go to tell the owner, say, this is the way they do. You want to destroy our house. You know they hear. They give us different threatening and all those things. As we dey talk now, my POP for us, you don't destroy. Even borrow tank where I put for corner, he vibrate, he fall, he die, he dey corner here now. He dey corner everything about me now. I know they feel sleep again. We know they feel sleep again for this area. If the tractor, excavator, they pick sand, they shake. My house go they shake. All the oluvas, all of them go they shake. I beg, Bosunu, I beg, make this matter, make Governor Pabolo, make it rescue us. Senator Modok Pabolo.
No, what do you want me to do now?
They can't stop this pit for us. Make they can't stop this pit because make they can't stop and they don't first stop.
Make they stop the contractor.
Make they stop the contractor. We don't need pit for here again. We don't need pit.
I'll let you take this area.
Let me take this area again. My neighbors, all of the day. My landlord, all of the day house. The day house now. The day house. My landlord day.
No, this backyard. So when you want no, let me say, get what we go see for this backyard.
Something day we go see for this backyard. Something day we go see for this backyard. Where Governor Senator Pablo go see. Something day a big hole, big pit. Don't they? Big borrow pit. They don't destroy our house.
Come on, bless you. Person, now you get this house.
Now my neighbor.
In the house. Hello there. Who there? Come now.
I no expect say you go to a reach like this, oh. I no expect. Since what would they call you? All the way from January last year to they make it almost a year, 2 months now. Now we they see you. I know say you dead busy, shao. I not to blame you, but you don't tell what they promise or say you go come. But and I go just make I stay out today, oh. Just that we get information say our Tipper Driver Association say make the landlords and landlady make the stairs say make they come inspect the place. Whether they don't carry the
place. Wait happen. Come. Now your house be this.
Yes, so now my house be this. Now my house be this.
Come.
I entered this place 2010.
2010.
Yes, sir. I did not meet any pit here with my co-landlord. About 2 years ago, 2024, Now they can start to the deep pit for back of our house. We go report to the Nogi of this community. He called the man, he called all the landlords. We do meeting. He come and peg where we work rich. According to the way he explain, saying go carry money for low. Where they buy the place. If the driver now be saying now if you pay the low, they give a line, may he not pass. And he don't pass that place now since 2024. Then when he come no say with the trouble and he can't go settle 2 people, my neighbor back of my house, go buy land for them, go to build house for them. He leave me, leave my neighbor. Look at my 2 brothers with there abroad. He still live on. We go meet and they use DSS, they threaten us. Say if we can't come to around, saying go use DSS, pick us to Abuja. I don't get power. Now say me, you help me. Cry to Governor Mondo Okpebholo. May he come help us to stop this man. May not put pit for this place.
But why
again.
you can't come and send this to your house? You're going to shake.
3 o'clock, they don't start work. 3 a.m. I don't know where's. And the man know what they do. He knows that government go quick come pursue one. That's why they work early morning, 3 o'clock a.m. While the excavator don't they work, the vibration of the house. Okay, I can't go back on my go see the house don't tear for back. It don't tear.
So now what make government now? Make them stop the operation first.
Yes, sir. Make them stop on. Yes, make them stop on.
It affect all these houses where they all this.
Yes, so.
Come, come.
This is my car.
They say if you see something, say something. Drop your comment and share them. Now the Coco be saying, I did for Umelu community for Ikpoba Okha local government for Edo State, South Nigeria. As an area journalist, I need to enter different place. But these people they call me. Say this their house is so. Say if I enter this back, say big borrow pit when they for the carry sharp sand, red sand. Say now, it don't near their house. Then they beg Edo State government, Ministry of Environment and all, make them stop the contractor first, so because they say they not get money when they want to buy land, build us again. Who be that one? Now your brother house be this.
This is my twin brother house.
Hey! Okay, you be twins.
Yes, so.
Waiting they happen.
Now why you be now what for you?
I don't know they walk my waka.
You don't tell we don't look for you tire.
Hey!
So you don't take bribe. You don't take bribe. Now question I ask you.
Why not Tavirio?
So about we say we is do. Organu po ade make gba lowe. Vebo na. Umelu community. Saint Savior. Openi make gba lowe my brother. Akoliwe kalu gbesowe number busy. The man you say there.
Wetin go happen now? Wetin happen?
Now be the reason of Osunu. Or me we Osunu. Now you are going to ask question. Now we all they ask say wetin dey happen. Now my brother, wala wo ime wa mo gbere mi and openi make ko wa. We know so na don ready like this. Now face this borrow pit now.
Borrow pit?
Yes, sir.
Oh, your backyard?
Yes, face the backyard so.
Wetin happen? Your house is shake?
My head don't finish. The time we don't need you now. I know if it also don't pass. Now that minute now we there so. Waiting the show so now my backyard so. We don't ask of you, so tell we don't tire, we don't lose hope. Say mini, we not get mini masses not get with who go fit cry for them again. See my house like this. As I build this house, now God give me power, not me get the power. Now, you don't see my colleagues, they don't build us. We all build us together. Now, years back, we not see anything like borrow pit. Last 2 years now we come to see say borrow pit. They thought they come.
Wait, whether me don't take bribe?
Yes. We don't ask of you tire.
Call you man.
You know what?
Call you man. Call you. Iye wetin dey happen?
Na wasu nu na me. Pity ugo gwa me. Ya go gwa me. Ma ga na ya go gwa bi je me no reba ni. Oni na odi gwa ya de. Roba na anwa me ni na negedagbu na mu yodu. Ya dele. Paga na obi je me. Wala ho.
Where they go last time? Where they go? Where the other guy? Where can go show us?
Now my brother my junior brother get this aso. Now my junior brother get this aso. Yes. And not get connect us say we develop in community for am. Not before money, not before borrow pit. When we help and develop the area. This house, this one. Now the whole family. Now the same family now get all this borrow pit.
Let me say that they work for this borrow pit. Oh yeah, they shake.
Oh God, now what's soon? Me understand the way.
What they go?
I don't understand you.
Come go show me.
That's what I say. You chop bribe. No, but since last day we don't call you. We don't know why you don't call. And as you dey here with us now, we don't trust you. And now the pikin don't bribe you. No be lie, oh. See Jimo wife. Jimo of Umelu community. Now why be this?
Now they bury for them.
Now they bury for you. The great Jimo of Umelu
Now
community.
be this.
Yes, sir.
Man, now go show me. Now how they go? I won't follow you. Cause the be here we go pass.
Anyway, you say more follow.
I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, and to serve Nigeria with all my strength. Not so it's supposed to be. No fear. They for Melu community for Ikpoba local government. However, the landlord and landladies, they say they know they sleep for Savior because of the borrow pit, but I want to go see them.
The borrow pit. Levanare.
Now you they control me now.
Levanare. You follow you. Not be houses be this one. Not be. May carry the
now foundation.
camera. Not be foundation be this one. Not be house building be this one. Not be building be this one. First year, Oga. Not be borrow pit. All this was not be building.
Go show me the thing where you said that they dig.
Oga, see man. I show you. Where be sleeping? You dey see so.
Where be the road? Wow. Now people land beyond this one.
Yes. Not be big people building you pass, oh. Show them again, make a see.
Okay.
Not be our building be this one. Not be our building this one.
Okay. Okay, now down the house of those. Sorry, hey. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
I hear you, sir.
Sorry. Okay, where are you? Now your house with that, Abi?
Yes, sir.
This one of my house. This one of my brother's house with their blood.
See my house. Not be we all at the same level. Not be smart yo. See borrow pit, not be borrow pit where we there so.
But they go on full.
No, what you know, not be borrow pit with us so.
Okay, wait.
See, not be borrow pit with this one.
Hey, what? Hey, look. Go.
Not pass them.
Yes. Not be borrow pit with this one.
Okay, Siambo.
Not be my house.
Siambo. Sin is believe you. So I don't believe in action, I believe in words. You are seeing what we are crying about over a year plus now. You see what we are crying about over a year plus now. You see it? That we are not lying.
See your house for them.
Yes, so the man bribe 2 people go buy land, they build that for them. Leave the rest. Say we have no power for where he did. Say go take loan for bank, wait till they operate. So until he finish the law, he not get where they go. So we have to.
Under the digger, they affect your house.
Yes, so 3:00 a.m. they don't start work. You can see now. Look at tipper where they carry sand now. Look at tipper. Day and night, either they walk.
Wait Friday. Go.
Friday.
However, I want beg His Excellency, Senator Monday Bewolo, Ministry of Environment, Town and Planning, Tipa Oga. You see that place when I did dust now? They say their house in the night gonna make the person where they give this pit, if they dig and their foundation they shake.
Waiting they happen.
Shut up! Drop your comments. I did for Melu, for Saint Savior, for Ikpoba. Here.
Call this cameraman. Call this. What's up?
The office of us, yo. They come follow pit for here. As me at the beach, I don't feel bad again. We not need them. The don't scatter my house, oh, the don't scatter them. See how you get? It don't scatter. Make them come out. Government, me not come out, me not come out. Government to the bank. I don't feel bad again. See me. Affirmation. Come balance.
Esa working.
Esa making.
Use this and talk to make it.
Oh, I don't be money. Esa making. I don't need that. I don't bother with you. I go here. Me and my government doctor. Baby, don't say me about doctor. Go. Don't be man. Don't be me. No. Don't be my collection. Go.
Ote.
Yole.
Ote.
Oh, go. Don't be my look by one. Don't go for the be me. Don't be yes. I don't run around.
Where your ass? He pass on here. Hey, what?
Those are everywhere. You scatter everything. Now me be Steven. So I can't build us for Melu. Yeah, not be individual for Melu, but I can't build us here. So this pit guy now, he say he want to make us homeless. So we the beg Senator Monday Okpewo, make him help us, make him for our rescue, because this boy now heartless. So only one man business, say he want to use and take scatter everybody, the whole community. He say because they don't even, where we don't even go, they don't call him. He say like if he stop the pit. Say he must use his own power, say he borrow money. So now make us say, okay, now we'll come call Senator Monday Okpewo. So make him help us. Stop this pit.
What they concern you for this matter? What they concern you?
Oh God, everything that he concern me, oh. Now everything that concern me. That's what we use like book and build. See, borrow pit, don't go carry on. Borrow pit, don't go carry on. We done the beggar for close to 4 years. That they come up for year. He say he no go. The man say no be saying no know what he go feed do. He say he know what he go feed do. He say for night he go come the pick us one by one. I beg. Our governor, Senator Governor Okpewo, I beg, sir, come to our rescue. Umelu community, I beg, sir, I beg,
Which can wahala be this? Which can wahala be this? What it concern you?
I don't tire. It concern me, because why? My husband had land the day here. They don't use sand to cover my husband's land.
For you?
Yes, so they there. This is tire everybody.
Oh! Wait, you say your husband land?
My husband land they sell for front there. Now they take the house and say not concerned there. Go, man, show you.
Your husband land?
Yes, so my husband land there. He just dead there. The people are there with us was house.
You don't say your husband don't collect money, don't sell them?
No, it don't sell them. We don't sleep for night.
Huh?
Yes, so if they work for night, you see everybody hand with a shake. Yes, so we don't tire. Make governor come help us, I beg.
To stop the man?
Make it stop her. The man they heartless. Yes, so it they very heartless. Because why? He has not there yet. He want this people house or yeah. It's not good.
Hey.
Make it help us. Now beg with the beg. Our governor beg. Make it come help us. Because this one don't too much. He don't say with the beg this man. Make it stop. He don't want to stop. Where the man can reach, make it for work reach. He don't pass there. He don't want to stop. I beg, make una help us.
Drop your comment. Shut up.
Come on, help us, governor. I beg, help us. Help our community, Omelu. I beg, help us. We dey beg. I beg, oh, Pastor Savior. I beg, help
us. See una houses, so. Hey, what? They're not afraid of anybody. After God, now government.
Yes, so.
After God, now government.
Yeah, you don't fall and tree today.
Yes, so. Hey, what? How about Siamo?
Don't fall and tree today.
See trailer they walk on.
See excavator.
Oga cameraman come.
See excavator. Yeah. You say nobody of his stop on. See foundation. See foundation. Caterpillar they destroy.
He buy am?
No, he not buy am. Today they scatter all those ones.
Where your house?
Yeah.
Where you never beat finish?
We never be finished.
Peter, now make we no fit roof am o. See, na my house be this. Na wetin I dey suffer the abuses be this o because of the Peter.
Ma see your house.
See, na be this one so. See my house. Na be this one so. Na be this one so.
Okay. Now your house be that one.
Na be this one o. I no fit roof am because of the pit work wey I dey do o. Na make we dey fear because if you dey work, the whole thing dey vibrate ground.
Make I see. This one of my brother house. What's in it? This one of my brother house.
Now they talk so.
Where we never beat finish. Okay, wait. Okay. Okay, come on for it. Now, what no? So they dig and they come. Where they go? Ewo! 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 House. To build house for Nigeria, no problem. To buy land, no problem. To buy building materials, no problem. To roof the house, no problem. His Excellency, Senator Monday Okpebholo, the Executive Governor of Edo State Ministry of Environment, Land and Survey, Mokuna help these people for Umelu. Yes, and savior for Ikpoba local government. Drop your comment. Share them. Make you like them. Ewo! Ewo! Ewo!
Stop them, money to build them. Use your power. Test all those people for us. We don't got money to build another house again. Help us. Help us. Don't tell what they cry. Don't tell what they cry.
Senator Okpebholo, Senator Monday, assistant. Stand up. See your white hair. When you come build us for this area, this thing there, yeah.
Also, no, I thank you. You don't tell why they expect you. Now, small picking, I take build this house. I don't stay this community going to 15 years now. So 2 years now, they tell they go everywhere they go. I beg, I pray, may governor see our cry. May he see I'm not the one they go to away. May they call help us, call deliver us for this thing. We not leave any property again apart from this one for our children. If they destroy them now, we not get what.
Waiting they happen.
Okay. So you see this place now. Back of this place now be those people's house. Back of this place so now be those people's house. So that's why I say if they walk here, the house gonna shake, gonna shake. So government, make government come. However, government don't come now, don't carry Minister of Environment. So this place where I tell so now be that house where they front where those people for the shout. And the digger. Ah wow. Drop your comment. Share them. I did for Umelu. Community for Ikpoba local government area of Edo State. Those people where they shout, governor, come and help us. Now, front of their house, now be this. You understand? And they say, if you see something, say something. Those people where they shout, hey, governor, come and help me, oh, Minister of Environment, now their house there, if I climb here now, I go see their house. So as they dig the place they go, they shake their house, they shake their foundation. Government won't come look them, assess them. Don't say this our journalist work and see they happen. Oh yeah, na foundation. People ask. Of environment, they don't swing it to action. You know, say Barrister Lusa Adams and the PS and all of them, they know they use a joke. So they can't look up themselves. Because the people who get house for this area, they say their house gonna shake in the night. Okay, they come. Come. You say when these people they work last night, when I stop them.
2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Now we take there here. Now we go eat morning food. We just come here 6. We just say the operation. If the operator they did there, now we go meet them. We tell them say, we don't need them. I beg. This one say now if they don't carry us go where now DSS where they use until they threaten us, may carry us go. May just carry us go there. We will there. No, they don't bail us for obsession. Now lawyer will come bail us. Now what we tell them? It's gonna say okay, no wahala. Now we there. Now we don't stop here. Now that pit now. Now they walk. On that pit.
Until we come. This time the audio when you don't know before this get to the apple one and not shout come out for here.
You know me what shouting in my shatter. Borrow pit or whatever.
Speak picture so that we hear.
Borrow pit where they close to my house. Now ancestors. Now stop there.
Ancestors.
Any cow or stop here. Babalana all now.
For people who know the year.
All of us we just the this community. We have been passing this church for almost 2 to 3 years. They go stop. I must stop. Tomorrow night we be they go see our Baba Okpevu. Okpevu la wo. La wo. Egbawo kaya bo wa a bike. I built my house with bike. Oshomole coastal bike. Ugly coco. So now I be native daughter. So now any car just alobwa. Oh by why look give we marry. La baba.
No, as they dig this thing they go, they are fed to the house.
What's that? What's that?
Hey.
Maybe at 2 o'clock here so we na
2 o'clock they start work.
Here one win degbe. Here one win degbe la wa baba la wo. Ewa logidi gab we marry we melu. We want this to stop. On na mark. Abaka make. Ewa ke na kamake enogi. Enogi melu.
You don't feel Makam.
Imaka. Yeah, gberawa.
Wait,
2 times.
If I climb here now, where I go see? House.
You know this 50 by 100 to this place.
From here?
From that palm tree. Yeah, labor. Look at me near my lag bow, my. And now you go, look at where pretty lucky. I really was stop.
They say 15 hours, they don't enter. They say don't do 1 or 2. Where go
to stop.
Would they quarrel?
Okpa baba la wo.
They don't send Minister of Environment. Come now.
Okay.
Near stop.
Minister of Environment. Go see the Come, sir. Go see Minister of Environment.
Oh, no. This one will be the one that they mention.
See Ministry of Environment.
Make them stop.
Make them stop totally.
Waiting they happen.
Paternity fraud is the intentional misrepresentation of a child's biological father. This deception can have profound emotional, financial, and legal consequences for the man who was misled into believing he is the biological parent, the mother, and the child involved. It's one form of misattributed paternity or paternal discrepancy. Specifically, paternity fraud is the intentional misidentification of a child's biological father. Paternity fraud is distinct from other unintentional misattribution which may arise from simple error, an accident such as mix-up during fertility treatment or a sexual assault. Paternity fraud is a significant and growing concern in Nigeria, driven by societal pressures, infidelity, and increasing accessibility of DNA testing. Recent reports from DNA testing centers suggest that approximately 1 in 4 men who seek paternity tests discover they are not the biological fathers of their presumed children. Paternity fraud is a situation where a woman misleads or deceives a man into believing and accepting he is the biological father of a child. It is a rampant, growing, but underexploited issue in Nigeria with significant ethical, legal, and social consequences. Despite anecdotal evidence suggesting a high percentage of up to 40% in some private DNA testing centers, there is a critical research gap in empirical data and logical provision addressing paternity fraud. Existing family laws do not explicitly recognize paternity fraud, leading to inconsistent judicial outcomes and inadequate restitution, for affected individuals. Cultural taboos connected to paternity testing further complicate the issue, as requesting a DNA test is often perceived as distrustful or disrespectful, challenging deeply held cultural values. This study examines the ethical dilemmas, legal gaps, cultural influences, and social impact of paternity fraud in Nigeria.
It's a welcome development. I don't have any issues with it at all. People don't just wake up and demand for DNA tests. It is based on circumstances and issues around relationship and trust. And that is why you see people coming up to say they want to be sure. We've had a whole lot of issues around paternity, both from the male angle and from the female angle. So we've had issues. And the only way you can draw finality or conclusion to it is when you ask for a DNA test. Now, the good thing about DNA test is that it is either 99% or 0%. So it's very easy to know that this is my child and this is not my child. Very easy. And I want to say that for me, I don't have any issues. I don't have any problem. I encourage it, particularly when there are doubts around the issue of birth. I don't see any reason if there are circumstances and you are demanding for paternity test. If there are no issues, then why are you afraid of it? You shouldn't be afraid when you know your hands are clean. So on the issue of breakages of marriages, of course it will happen. If it happened that it's negative or it's positive, I mean, and it happened that your suspicions are correct, certainly it will lead to either divorce or separation, basically. I don't think that is a social problem at all. But it will also give you rest of mind to say, yes, either this is my child or not. We must begin to live faithfully with each other. I think that is it. If you know you are not faithful, also you should also know that you can be cut out, basically. That there is a way we can identify and find out if you were faithful in your marriage. All these things leads to succession as well, property rights and succession rights. So it is not just only paternity issues. It goes a long way when it comes to property devolution, as well as other areas of social issues that we must also look at. You do not want another person's child to inherit your property. So those are the things. You see, it's not something that just end up with the man and the woman. It goes further than that. And you will also recall that late MKO Abiola, before he died, insisted that the majority of his children should be tested. And that happens. And you all know the result of that test. A lot of those kids or a lot of those children were not his at all. And because of that, they were denied the rights of property inheritance. You see, but of course, he would have done that probably when he was alive. So I don't see anything wrong with it. It should be encouraged in society, and it should be encouraged globally.
It has become a thing that people now practice it because of some reasons. Otherwise, before now, it's assumed that once a woman is pregnant and she's married, that pregnancy belongs to her husband, and eventually the child belongs to the husband. But within some circumstances that you now found that maybe the child is sick and the child is taken to the hospital, he needs blood transfusion, the blood does not rhyme with the supposed father and things like that. And so that's where the idea of doing DNA came about. And you and I know that it can be so disappointing that you are raising a child only for you to discover that that child is not yours. And to avoid all this, that's where they brought the idea of doing DNA. And also, when they want to travel out, well, there are also issues there. So you go to embassy with so much confidence, and at the end of the day, you find that the children you have taken to embassy to get visa, they are not yours. So it's really disheartening. But I want to advise my fellow women, let us be truthful to our husbands. If you know you can't stay with the man, instead of jumping around, just get out of the marriage so everybody know that you are single. Instead of pretending to be married and yet you are more of a single person. And at the end of the day, you bring other men's children for the man to take care of. And at the end of the day, there are issues. So instead of putting yourself in that disgraceful manner, just stay on your own and they know that you are not married. And you can do whatever you want into your life. Nobody is going to ask you, why are you doing that? In every action, there are always consequences. So everybody should stick to what belongs to them so that the children you have will know that they are yours and things like that. But even the men, they do it with recklessness, except when the man eventually dies. You see people coming from every angle that this man was my father and all that. And I think that is not healthy. So let us believe morally. God says, if do not fornicate. So, and you know the punishment of fornication. So let's just avoid it and be faithful to our partner.
Findings reveal that economic insecurity, societal pressure on women to bear children, and restricted access to affordable DNA testing contributes to the problem. Key causes of identity fraud include marital infidelity and concealment. Women may hide that a child was conceived with someone other than their partner to avoid divorce or abandonment. This can also happen when a woman gets pregnant, probably for her ex. In order to save her marriage and family reputation, she will cleave to an unsuspecting innocent loving partner, especially when the wedding date has been fixed. It does happen when the woman's husband lives abroad for greener pasture. Perhaps he stays out of the country for a couple of years and occasionally comes to visit once a year or once every 2 years to 5 years, leaving the woman lonely and vulnerable to temptations from other men. These ladies sometimes sleep with their house help or security guards. The brothers or best friend of the said man abroad may be lured into their net if they are not careful. Another factor is financial motivation, a desire to secure child maintenance, inheritance, or financial support from a financially stable man. Sometimes desperate ladies go a long way to tie the man of their dreams with pregnancy. They know fully well that the pregnancy does not belong to the said man. Due to the financial stability, they can get pregnant for any man of their choice to remain relevant in the scheme of things.
In our mother's days, they don't even know what is called DNA. Because when you are married, you are married. You live with your husband and your children. It's one family. There is no looking out. And if you look out, they have punishment for it, grave punishment for it. So that was like a standard control that our parents used to sustain friendship in marriage, to sustain respect in marriage, and to sustain oneness in marriage. But these days, it's so unfortunate that young people no more take marriage very seriously. No more take relationship very seriously. They no more take oneness of the family very seriously. And all our culture and traditional effects of such misbehavior is no more in practice. So the best option is to go for DNA. And now we sure anything that is not made by God may not be 100% correct. That is the truth about life. Anything that is not made by God is not 100% correct. So even the DNA, are we sure is 100% correct? The person that is doing the test in the lab, any little mistake will give a bad name to a dog in order to hang it. So the way forward is that all those our cultural practices, traditional practices that are healthy should come back. We should effect it. What is important is your heart, your mind, your conscience before looking at deterrents from outside. In marriage, your heart, your mind, your conscience. This will guide you in order for you not to go astray, either as a man or as a woman. Then when these virtues are lost, then we begin to call for DNA. Of course, that's the last resort that will solve the problem. If a woman is accused innocently, then the woman can confidently say, let's go for DNA. And that woman will be vindicated. That's the last resort for now that we have. People are ready to go and swear. Even if you say go and swear, people are ready to go and swear. After swear, they go and do other things to counter the swear.
If it is done sincerely, it brings sanity to preserve marital vow. And at the same time, if a man and a woman knows at the end of their journey, something will come suddenly like this, everybody will check each of herself. And the word integrity will prevail. Even nowadays, nobody cares. Nobody wants to know or care about integrity. And that is why sometimes, before you marry in those days, our parents want to know from which family do you want to marry. They go deep into it. If it's a family where you are hit and run, they will not allow. But a woman who has no manner or a man who cannot really preserve, go from one place to another, just bring in babies. And when you find out most of the children, they are sick, you don't need the cause. It's because Fanta face and Coca-Cola body. You find out the father is from another person, the mother is from another place. So how do we go about it? So it's in order to allow integrity to prevail in marriage, I think it is very good and better. And also people should always know that anything you do in secret will come up one day. So I think I personally encourage it. We don't start what you cannot end. When you don't want your house to be broken, we must allow the truth and the honesty. Where your marriage is tailored by your parents, they pay your dowry. Fine, you are being attached to yourselves. And you need to grow into yourself and then bring out children. That's what the Bible says. But the child you want to bring out, or children, are they from one source? They are not corn that you grown up under. So we pray that no broken home. But if your house is broken, you want to find out why. If you mess up your bed, how do you want to lie in it? I encourage it. See if anything come contrarily, you will find out if it is really not. I'm not talking about short course test. You do tests that is not a Yahoo test, retest, and whatever it comes out, fine. What brought this matter of DNA test is reality. Yeah, because sometimes hunger can kill faith. At the time that there is hunger in the land, a stupid person can just come and dash current of pounds or dollars, then you fall off, you derail like trail. So that is why it is good this should be done, and then it's a legacy they want to follow. Where for sincerity we are talking, and integrity will prevail. That's what prevails in a marriage. Sincerity, integrity is what we are talking. Now when you have this, you may not bother, but when, in order to be properly sure, go ahead doing it, so that you have rest assured, peradventure anything happens.
Social stigma and pressure, fear of stigma, pressure to produce children, or pressure from family to have a father figure present. In Nigeria today, some ladies, in order to save their marriage, go extra mile to bear children for their partners, sometimes due to cultural pressure of having a male child or just to have children. Some religious women sleep around with the heads of a religious organization to bear children. Some ordained pastors and imams, traditional worshippers, some working class women get intimate with their colleagues in their places of work just to have children or male child in order to save their marriages.
I am fully in support of that. In terms of this, our modern living, why I really say I support it is that a whole lot of men have trained children for other people, being that they don't even know if they are the actual fathers of the children. The kind of lifestyle most of our ladies live these days, I will encourage that the government should make it reasonably affordable for every man or every child to have his DNA done. The reason for me, again, is that if you know the DNA of your child or you know the paternity test of a child, it gives you an in-depth responsibility for you to cater and do what you expect to do for that particular child all through life. But when you don't do it, or when you are not able to do it, when you start seeing some traces of abnormal character emerging from a child, you start imagining, what is this one coming from? And when these things keep happening like this, you see that you will lose trust. And at the end of the day, the psychological effect is enormous. It can even derail the entire system of the man or the family. So that is just one of it. We also know that it has so much negative effect in doing it, because sometimes there are certain stories that don't need to be told in the course of living. So I will say that we have some things, some people can manage a family. They may have some maybe limitations in terms of their production and all that from the men, and the woman tries to go out of her way to balance the entire house. And when she goes out of that way and gets the house balanced, perhaps bringing the child or something like that, and then the man eventually find out that this is not my child, it derails the man. For me, sometimes we allow it slide, but majorly it is better we call a spade. We iron things out and make things work. Let the man know if he's adopting, let him know he's adopting. If he's not adopting, let him know the state he is. I will stand with that. But that doesn't deter us from telling us that sometimes certain things have to be kept quiet for peace to reign, for the entire community to be at peace.
Marriage is built on trust. And when you talk about DNA is like a breakdown of trust. When there's no breakdown of trust, DNA won't come. The reason why DNA cannot be ruled out, because you are living with human beings. You cannot also rule out the issue of trust and distrust. So it is there to clear doubt. So DNA naturally should not be compulsory for everybody. DNA test should not be compulsory for everybody. It should not be optional. When there are issues of doubt, then DNA cannot clear that doubt of paternity questions. So the point I'm making is that DNA came to solve a particular situation where people had doubt on the paternity position of their kids. And we find out from results that most time the DNA prove 99.9% no paternity. So we have also found out that DNA comes out to say that paternity correct. So the point I'm making is that DNA should not be made compulsory by government. DNA should be the last resort to clear doubt when there are issues of trust. It's very important. Okay, so that's the reason why we encourage couple. This extramarital activity can actually lead to this issue of doubt. When there is trust in marriage, you've married your wife, you have cohabited and begin to raise children, the issue of DNA would never come up. Yes, but when there are these issue of cohabiting extramarital activities, you will discover that when there are issues, that will come in. Secondly, we have seen that, a child is sick, come and donate blood. And at the end of the day, the blood is not matching. What do we do? Then those are questions of that. So we have also seen situations. This guy was sick. The child, 5 years old, took the child to the hospital. The father was to donate blood. They tested the blood is not matching. It was questioning. And after the shouts and all of what that comes through all of that, the woman also did a DNA and discovered that it was not also her. And when they now went back to where they discovered there was mistake from when the child was given birth to, they had mistakenly exchanged that child. And because the woman knew herself, the woman insisted and went through all the rigorous, and they were able to find those people who they gave birth same time in that same facility, and they find her own child. So the DNA naturally cannot be ruled out. There are issues of doubt that it has come to solve. So this is my position. Number one, it cannot now be a must that you just have your child go and do DNA. No, it will create doubt when such an accusation against the wife. After the result, such marriage can no longer be as it used to be, because there's already doubt, there's already breakdown of trust, and one of the power of marriage is trust. So we must ensure that this trust base is kept. It is only when the trust is no longer there, then the paternity test becomes very important.
Emotional relationship security. The intention to trap a partner, keep a relationship together, or create a two-parent household. This is where the woman picks on any man of her choice that she felt will be able to stand the test when she gets pregnant, not minding that she's already in a relationship with another man that she intends to get married to, or she's already a married woman living in her husband's house. This may not be the same for every woman, because we have most women in Nigeria that respect relationship and of course respect the tenets of marriage, irrespective of the pressure built upon by society and family to bear male children or still to have children. Other case is uncertainty and concealment. In case where the mother is unsure of the biological father, she may choose a partner to be the legal father. This goes for women with multiple sexual partners. They may not know the guy that got them pregnant. On realizing they are pregnant, they choose from the region of sexual partners, especially the one they feel is financially stable and responsible to be the father of the unborn child. Cultural factors. Pressure to have children, particularly male children, in some cultures can drive women to hide the true paternity. This can happen in traditional setting when the line of succession must be maintained. In order to maintain the lineage of the throne, some women will go out of their way to bear a male child or children to maintain the rulership of the clan. The question that is somewhat difficult to answer is whether families should be encouraged to go for paternity tests when the children are born to prevent a foreseen heartache. To ensure clarity in raising a family, a man is sure of. Another nagging thought is how many Nigerians can afford the money to go for a paternity test. It's quite expensive, and an average Nigerian will not be able to foot the bill for a child paternity test, talk less of 2 or 3 children. With a high level of infidelity in Nigerian society today, how can a man secure his home without doubt, know for sure that the children he's fathering are his? There are causes and effects, actions and reactions are equal and opposite. Men, if you must travel out of the country, try everything within your power to take your wife along. After some months or years, let it not be for too long. Women, the choices you have to make as a mother goes a long way to affect the family. Maintain your dignity as a woman or a mother. Put your emotions in check no matter the pressure. Family members, do not put undue pressure on the husband or wife because of the absence of children in your son's marriage. Remember, be it male or female child, they are all gifts from God. Do not put yourself under undue pressure because you want a male child. Men have died of heartache or heart attack on realizing that the children they raised as their children were never theirs. Families shattered on finding out that though they grew up together, did everything together for a long time, were never of the same father. Look around families in Nigeria today, men are divided beyond recognition as the battle for paternity is tearing the fabric of the society apart. Trust dashed, love thrown out of the window, husbands and wives of dagger drawn, children confused on how to relate with the man they once called father. In all of this commotion, some men do not mind if the kid is theirs as long as they were the ones that the child gets to call father. Men have died of heartache or heart attack on realizing that the children they raised as their children were never theirs. Families shattered on finding out that though they grew up together, they did everything together for a long time were never of the same father. Look around families in Nigeria today. Men are divided beyond recognition as the battle for paternity is tearing the fabric of the society apart. Trust dashed, love thrown out of the window, husband and wives as dagger drawn, children confused on how to relate with the man they once called their father. In all of this commotion, some men do not mind if the kid is not theirs as long as they are the ones that the child gets to call father. Some families choose to bury such dark secrets to keep the family together by living with the pains of betrayal in each of their waking days. As for the ones that cannot take it, they head to court for divorce or return the bride price of the woman if the wedding was based on tradition. Look at that son or daughter of yours. Is he or she truly your blood as a father, as a mother? Look at him or her very well. Is he truly the son or daughter of your husband? That man you call father, is it truly your father? Don't you think it's better to go for a paternity test? Who's your daddy? Who's your dada? Who's your pappy? Don't you think as a child you need to know who your father is? Wilson Omasha reporting.
ITV, certainly the best. ITV, certainly the best. ITV, certainly the best.
Welcome to Youth Perspective on Independent Television. I am Joy Obaisiagbo. And as you know, on this special program, we talk about societal matters, actually from the youth perspective. And today is no different. Same line, right? Today is no different. We're talking age gap in relationships. Yeah, age gaps. I'm not doing this conversation alone. I have pretty ladies here with me in the person of Patience Oduwari Asemuta. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me, Joy.
And of course, I also have here Julibert. These are familiar faces, actually. So thank you very much for always coming around.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, so firstly, let's understand age gap, actually. Patience, what do you understand by age gaps in relationship? Like, a lot of persons will be wondering, what is actually, how did we come about that topic, actually, age gaps in relationship? Do you understand it?
Yeah, age gap in relationship is something that is very important, you know, that, well, I say partners now, or people, prospective spouse look into before going into a relationship.
Okay.
Because the age gap in a relationship will determine how they treat each other. The age gap will determine their level of understanding. The age gap, because, you know, for example, a 20-year-old lady who is into a relationship with a 50-year-old man.
Oh, that's
you
a
see
lot
the
of
age gap. So, you know, the level of understanding of the 20-year-old girl is quite different from the level of understanding of the 50-year-old man. So these are, the gap is so much that while the other one is talking from ancient and modern,
Yeah.
the other one is talking from Gen Z.
Down below.
Down below. So you see, these are age gaps that.
Yeah, so we're beginning to understand the topic, actually, age gap. Gilbert, do you understand it?
Of course I do. I understand it. And I feel one of the reasons why young ladies, they like being in a relationship with someone who is
older men.
Older men, people with, if it's that some reason, emotional maturity and financial gain.
But not just ladies, actually. We see on social media on a daily, even though it's not very common, that young guys also do go for older women. So that brings us to the next question, actually. Patient, what do you think is the most misconception about age gap? You know, like we understood age gap already, 10 years and above, very, very obvious gap.
Yes.
So it has to be a concern, right?
Yeah.
Do you think there's a misconception of that? What do you think is the most misconception about age gaps in relationships?
Thank you very much. That question is very, very, very critical. You see, you know, there are so many misconceptions about age gaps in relationship. For example, you know, some people feel it's a transactional thing, like she said earlier. They feel, oh, because of the financial gain, the other person tends to stand to gain. So that's why the person is in that relationship. So that's a misconception.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, person feel, oh, because I'm with somebody who's much older than me, that means it's because of what
you
I want to gain. So transactional.
So you are saying that there are people that enter into relationship where
genuinely,
where I like to take this example actually from the male perspective part of it. Younger guys going for older ladies.
Okay, I have a reservation.
So you say that it is not obviously or not always because of the financial gain.
Yeah, I want to talk about that young men. Because sometimes, I think 2 days ago, somebody was telling me about this, that there are men who are now prostitutes. Well, I say prostitute now, these ladies they call prostitutes. There's something they call them.
Sex workers.
Yes, men. I said, you don't mean, the person started telling me, giving me examples, that there are men that I'm sorry if anybody may be offended. They said most of them, you find them in where they do gym houses. That you see them there, they are trained. He said, in fact, most of the people you see in gym, they work
just to attract.
Most of them are just there to look for women. I said, you don't mean it. Oh. Person was not giving me example, real example. I was shocked. So, but I think that's perversion.
Oh,
you know what? On the side of the woman, it is understandable. I'm sure, you know, because like you said, misconception, some people feel is transactional. Some people feel it's manipulative. They feel when the lady that is younger is in a relationship with a much older man, she's being manipulated by the older man. That's a misconception, because I know that there are some, like I say, some that understand themselves, because it's a question of understanding.
Okay.
The relationship will really work, but like I said, in quotes. But that's one of a young guy who doesn't want to walk. The young guy goes to the gym house and you are looking for married women.
But the truth
you are
is,
looking for people that are doing well. They said there are some men now they have told their wives not to go to the gym anymore because of these men.
So now what's the reason for these men going to the gym? Obviously because
they want to
the benefits.
And
those women, they call them sugar mommy.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. So on the side of the lady, it's understandable, emotional intelligence.
So it is not understandable on the side of the man.
At all. It's a perversion.
Why is it not always fair to the other gender? Why do you think so? Because
okay, me, I disagree. Okay. I feel the misconception here is, one of the misconceptions is when they say, okay, love conquers all. Like, it doesn't really matter if the person is 20 years old, older than a girl. I feel that one is a misconception, because something we should put into consideration is the stages in life. You see, these two people, a girl in her early 20s, those people, they are in that stage of life. You are discovering yourself at that point, Abi. You are exploring, you're making decisions, you're making mistakes, and all of many things. But someone in his early 40s or 50, you see that person, he already knows where he is in life. He has made those decisions. He has a lot of experience. So when you combine those two together, there's going to be imbalance, a lot of challenges, in my opinion. So I feel that is a misconception. And one thing too, when they say, oh, age is just a number. Age is not just a number. Because age is more of its experience. It's social influence, financial, like the experience you gain in life. That is the age. So when you bring these two things together, these two different things together, there's going to be imbalance. Trust me. Because a girl will get to a point, you see that man in his 40s, to get to a point where he will stop doing things that the girl like. You see a girl in her early 20s, she wants to exploit. But this man now is more of stability. He is not ready for those kind of lifestyle. Yes, he has passed that stage. So, and I feel the girl will be restricted in a way. He's a man, you have to listen to him. So when he gets to that point and you are restricted, you feel left out. Some people say in a relationship, they will restrict them from making friends with yes. You see them isolating themselves, like their social life ends when they end up with men that are older. It will look as if you're not having, like, you're looking up to somebody of a higher status, not someone you can actually reason with, communicate with, have that free
like Gen Z going for the other generation.
It's like an older, more like you're dating someone that can give birth to you, more like a father status.
20 years age gap cannot actually give birth.
You think so?
Well,
20
do you think
people
that
in
age gap actually do you think that because of the age gap in relationship, that the relationship is prone to having issues, recurrent issues?
That is why, first of all, if a 20-year-old girl decides to settle down with a 50-year-old, or you want to be in a relationship with a 50 or 57-year-old man, you must have, you count your cost. You count your cost, sit down, count your cost, weigh it. What do I stand to gain in this relationship? How do I manage this man? Do you understand what I mean? Okay. Because if you just sit down and say, oh, let me just be in the relationship, you will have issues. First of all, what do? First of all, remove that age. Don't see yourself, because if he's in a marriage relationship, because now we're talking about relationship, we are noting two things now. Is he in a marriage relationship? or just an ordinary relationship, like they are dating. If it's in a marriage relationship, the both of them must have sat down to, think about what they are about to, enter into. And first of all, to make that kind of marriage work or relationship work, first of all, see yourself as mates. I tell you, that is the only way. If not, they'll be having this disparity, this.
Or be ready to be nurtured.
Yes, because the person now becomes like your mother. That will say, hey, stand up, sit down there. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But if you see yourself as mates, as partners, the other person will not want to lord over the other person, because you and in so doing you won't have issues, because you see this person as my mate, as my friend, as somebody that will not make me shrink. When you are in a relationship with somebody that is older than you, you tend to, oh, sorry sir, okay sir, it's not supposed to be so. Do you understand? So for you not to have issue, you must see that person as your your mates. It makes
I think it's easier for ladies to see their partners as an equal person, but it's difficult for a man to do the same thing. Most especially when the man is the one financing all everything, paying the bills.
What do you think can work in terms of power dynamics, like you said, how to live together so that there will not be recurrent issues?
Because in terms of power dynamics, I think it will be difficult, in my opinion, since the man, for example, it's only natural for the older man to dominate in a relationship. Since he's the one paying the bills and he's the one that has a lot of experience, there is high chances of him influencing the lady more, most especially when he has the finance. But to overcome that, to make it a little bit balanced, I think it's important for them to, as the two individuals in a relationship, they should have financial independence. If you're a woman, you should have your own money, because if you are too independent, if you are too dependent on your man, trust me, your voice will not be heard in a relationship. Okay, so it's easy, yes.
So, Gilbert, are you saying that at this age and time, a younger girl will go into a relationship with an older man, like way older man, even though she's financially stable and independent?
Okay, according to my sister here, she said huge age gap is not a big deal. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's not always because of financial issues. So me, I disagree though. But let's assume, okay, yes, you are with this person for the real reason, because you love the person genuinely, and you have money. Then yes, you should be with the older man now. But come on, let's be honest about everything. Let's not deceive ourselves. If you're financially stable and you're a young girl in your early 20s, I don't think you would want to be in a relationship with someone who is in his 40s or 50s.
Well, Patience, do you think that
if a girl like that is in a relationship with a person like that, means yes, she's in genuinely?
I have a separate question for you. Because do you think that a way younger man that is financially stable, independent, we go for a way older woman?
Yes, there are some men. You see, like I said, it's perversion. There's somebody that
they just like
me.
it.
Yes, the person told me. He said, I can never date a woman who I am older than. I said, yes. I said, what? What did you say? He repeated it. He said, there's no attraction. He said he's not attracted to somebody who's older than. He said he's only attracted to somebody that is older than him. I said, you don't mean it. So this person the woman is dating. Because when the day I just saw something, I said, I was actually thinking, maybe the younger, he was the younger brother of the woman. I said, no.
But do you think that's actually the right thing to do?
It's like I said, it's not natural. It's not natural. It's not good.
Yes.
It's
exactly. Because
it's not meant to be like that.
It's not meant to be like that.
Because it's supposed to be the other way around.
Yeah.
The girl younger
And
then the man.
Don't get me wrong.
And another thing is
Okay.
this.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Okay.
If the age difference is not that large, like probably 5 years older, 2 years older,
when we talk
I don't
about,
think
when we
there's
talk
an
about
issue
age
with
gap,
that.
we're not even talking about
Gap
5
is
years, like
why?
10 years,
10 years.
and above.
To
When
me,
we say gap, it's why.
I don't think
Yes.
it's reasonable at all.
For a man to do it, it's supposed to be a man older and
And another thing I've come to discover is this, and thank God this is a television program. You see, I discovered that nowadays, some men, they don't want to work.
Okay.
Yes, and it's, that's one of the reasons for this age gap relationships. Some men, they don't just, sometimes those days you will see that they will say women just be housewives, be at home, let the man go and work and bring money. But now what you see nowadays is that the man is sitting down, folding his hands, and not doing anything, waiting for the woman. In fact, the man is gymming and is
Making himself very strong.
preparing himself for. I don't want to say some things there.
You see the worst
He's
part?
preparing himself to date a woman who is much older than him, because he wants to suck the woman. He wants to be able to extort from her and what. So I think
Obviously, that's
if
not
it was a
supposed to be
woman,
so,
you say, oh, she's a gold digger. But now, I think that term is also, you can use that for a man as well, because you can see some men, they are financially stable.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have a lot, but yes, there's financial stability. But when they want to settle with a woman, they will prefer to settle with a woman that has money than them.
That's way
When
older.
they see a young girl that is passionate about her work, but the capital is not there, they don't even consider it. They'll be like, this one is a burden. But yet, she's passionate, so she's not someone that is lazy, that doesn't have a skill. This is someone you can build with, but no, they don't consider it.
Well,
They
but
consider-
nowadays, if you turn the table around, do you think a girl will want to settle for someone that is passionate and not someone that can actually,
take care of her?
Take care of her. Of course. So I think obviously that is.
Of course, finance is, like they will say finance is part of what makes the romance sweet. Because without finance,
There's no romance.
There's no romance. But when the man is okay.
Yeah, we'll take a very short break, and then when we come back, we'll continue with the conversation. Don't go nowhere. So welcome back. If you are just joining us, this is Youth Perspective on Independent Television, and here we are still talking about age gap in relationships. And then when we talk about age gap, you know what age gap is? When the other spouse, the other partner is older, like way older, like 10 years older than the other person. That is a very huge gap, and it is something that should think about it first. So let me get back to my guest actually. Moving forward, Patient, have you ever been approached by someone that is way younger than you are, and how did you handle it?
Yes, no, I was very angry. I was.
Oh wow.
I was shocked. I was surprised. I was even trying to find out, is this person normal? I just saw somebody chatting with me. I said, who is this?
Oh, digital age. It happens more now, right?
Do you understand? Yes. Only for me to find out that it's one small boy. I said, do you know me? He said, yes. So we started talking. So I now discovered that he said he doesn't mind. He said he doesn't mind. But the more he was saying that, the more I was getting angry.
Oh, you're aggravated.
So I have been approached by younger people, and I don't just have a flair for it at all.
It's not something that should be done.
It's not something that should be done to me.
Yeah. So how about you, Gilbert?
Of course, I've been.
Well, your question is, have you ever been approached by an older, like way older man? How did you handle it?
Way older man. I think
Yes,
that's
like
norm. It's a
10 years.
norm for ladies.
Yes.
Everyone experiences it. Of course, we are approached by older men, and for me, it's a no-no. Like I can't I can't handle that. We're going to have struggle.
Okay.
If I'm dating someone who is 10, 15 years older than me, but if there's few, like, let me go back to someone I'm older than.
Okay.
If there's few age gaps, I don't mind. If it's someone I'm 10 years older than, yes, that's offensive. But I won't be offended. I'll take it as a compliment because maybe he feels I'm young.
Oh, wow.
Say, oh, really? Do you know how old I am? But I'll politely decline him and advise him, because why would someone a teenager, you see all these boys that just graduated from secondary school, they feel like they are big boys now, they can approach anyone. That can be offensive. But if it's someone like that, I will advise you like, this should not be your main focus right now. You should focus on yourself than chasing women. Like, why are you chasing a woman? Are you ready to settle down? Are you ready for the financial?
Yeah, but you guys know that time and time again we've seen on social media older women getting married to younger guys. I don't mind. I like using that example a lot. So yeah,
older women getting married.
Older. When I say older women getting married to younger guys, I mean the woman would be like because the woman would be like in her 30s, in her mid 30s, and then she'll get married to someone that is just 30 years old.
In her mid 30s, that's fine.
Like
that's
35,
fine.
30,
35, 30, that's fine, because you see some guys, there are some guys in their early 20s, mid 20s, they think and reason maturely like someone in his 40s. Like, if you're talking to them, you feel as if they've had a lot of experience. But there are also some guys in their 40s, they still think like a teenage TikToker. You know that they don't really.
Why do you have to use the
like that
example?
It happens like that. So I'm not sure it's a big issue. If the age gap is just 5 years, it's fine.
Well, what do you think, Patience?
A younger lady is considering into a relationship with a very much older person who is not married. If she loves that person and she feels that they can make a good couple together, let her go ahead. But she should first of all, like I said, sit down to count her cost. And if the man is ready to take care of her, because in that kind of relationship, what I advise is that the man should be very rich.
Exactly.
The man should be very rich. Because that money will do a lot of things. I'm telling you.
Thank you very much. And with that, we'll round up today's episode on Youth Perspective. Thank you very much for always staying tuned. I remain your host, Joy Obaisiagmo. Until next week, bye for now.
ITV, certainly the best.
In the evening of the initiation day, all the newly initiated Edion danced to the residents of the Edion Way and also visited some homes of the various senior elders, where Chief Elder Ugbede Onwonse was very conspicuous, especially at the country home of Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Usawo Igbenedion with his family on the night of the initiation. On the following morning, as part of the rite to be performed by the newly initiated Edion in Okada town, the initiates, led by Chief Edaubedo Onse, visited the Esama of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawori Benedion, at his Okada country home residence to pay homage and appreciate him for all he has done in the development of the community, which has placed Okada in world map. They also thanked him for his role in the success of their ceremony. They commended the Esama of Benin as a custodian of Benin cultural heritage and for revitalizing the age-long tradition of the age-grade ceremony.
ITV, certainly the best.
Behind the glass doors of cold rooms and freezers lies a major source of protein for many households. Frozen chicken, turkey, and fish have become common food items in homes, restaurants, and food businesses across the country. From importation and storage to transportation and final sales, frozen food passes through a chain that is highly dependent on electricity, fuel, and efficient handling. Any disruption along the chain often reflects to the final price paid by consumers. On this edition of Market Survey, we examine the current prices of frozen chicken, turkey, and fish, the factors influencing their cost, and how traders are responding to the market conditions. Frozen chicken, turkey, and fish are largely sourced through importation and large-scale distribution, making their prices sensitive to several factors. Traders explain that costs related to import duties, foreign exchange, transportation, and storage play a significant role in determining market prices. Cold room operator says the cost of running generators has increased as frozen food require constant power supply to prevent spoilage. Fuel expenses, maintenance of cold storage facilities, and logistics logistics all add to operational costs, which are often passed on to consumers. At the retail level, trader price frozen item based on size, weight, and type. Prices can also vary depending on supply levels and consumer demand. During the period of high demand, such as festive season, prices tend to rise, while lower demand often lead to slower sales. Consumers say frozen chicken, turkey, and fish remain important protein sources, but prices changes have affected buying habits. Many buyers now opt for smaller portion, cheaper alternative, or less frequent purchases in response to rising costs.
Welcome to Market Survey. On this edition of Market Survey, we are currently in the market to get to know the current price of frozen chicken, frozen turkey, and frozen fish. So stick with us as we get to know the current price of these various items. I am Stephanie Notoriua. Chicken and turkey day for market now, the price is not come down.
Yes, it don't come down.
So how much they sell kilo for chicken?
No, they sell on 6,000. Chicken wings they sell on 7,000. The turkey na 9,500.
How much they sell on before?
Before turkey na 10,000, chicken na 7,650. But it don't drop now. Chicken wings they sell on 8,000 now, but now they sell on 7,000.
It's a it drop.
Don't they go like a month now?
So how much they buy for cattle? So that cattle until they carry.
They buy cattle 55 for chicken. The turkey now they buy 90.
How much they carry
before now?
For the chicken.
For the turkey.
What of the chicken?
Chicken they buy 65.
You see corner pass it.
Yes. I don't get believe say go corner pass on. No be say not guess it, but I guess this time around go come down. Now this they change this. The money the money to the chicken to the drop.
Before they sell on 5,000.
So that's 6,000 at the last price now?
Yeah, this is on last price.
So how much until they carry give this carton, this small carton?
This carton are 10 kg and then as it be so. Now 60,000. Some people will give it 62,000. So depending on how the price they come for them. Yeah, so that's what it be.
How much they sell them before?
Before they sell 50,000.
So it don't increase now?
Yes, it don't increase.
So what about turkey? How much they sell kilo?
Kilo now for turkey now 9,000. Before now 8,750.
So that means it does still go up?
Yes.
How much they sell the carton?
The carton are 90 for now 90,000.
We say no they frozen, we say no block. And the one we say it can't block. Like the prices they different. So if people want buy and they'll say this one no block.
At the same price. At the same because if you sell at a lower price, now with that loss, you loss.
Chicken, frozen turkey, and frozen fish. To come with us as we get to know these prices, I am Stephanie Notoriua. How much are they sell Scubian fish now?
1 and 4,000. 4,000 naira. Before we they sell 1,500, 1,000. But now it can't even worse pass. This must be at 4,000 naira. One cattle at 198. 198,000. Then at 200 now.
How much did they carry before?
Before, you never reach 120. 198 for one cattle. Say we carry 150. 15,000. But now 95,000.
Get another type of Scubian solo.
I know they said that one. Now let's come here and they say.
So but that one still there on the asset?
No, that one they cheap, but not the sweet. That one they cheap, but not the sweet. Some make us not the seller. Tell 150, we fit manage. You buy one fish like this, 4,000 take cool soup. Now wasting our time now. Because before a ton soup, it don't break. Before it not be like that.
from our market survey show that the prices of frozen chicken, turkey, and fish remain closely tied to operational cost and supply conditions. Traders says expenses related to storage, fuel, and transportation continue to influence pricing decision. While they all acknowledge the importance of these food items in their daily meal, many say affordability remains a challenge. As a result, buying patterns have shifted, with households adjusting quantity and meals plans to manage expenses. For traders, the market remained competitive as the balance rising costs with the need to attract customers. Despite these challenges, frozen chicken, turkey, and fish continue to play a key role in household nutrition. As economic conditions evolve, monitoring the prices of frozen food provides insights into broader issues affecting food supplies and household spending. Traders report slow patronage, explaining that while goods are available, consumers are more cautious with spending. The balance between keeping frozen food affordable and covering operational costs remains a daily struggle for sellers. As market activity continues, the price of frozen chicken, turkey, and fish serve as a reflection of broader economic pressure affecting food supply and household budget. For now, traders continue to adjust to these realities, navigating a market shaped by rising costs and changing demand. Sellers explain that frozen product requires uninterrupted power supply to prevent spoilage. As a result, operators depend heavily on generators, making fuel cost a significant part of their daily expenses. These costs, combined with transportation and market levies, continue to influence the final price paid by consumers. Despite the availability of frozen chicken, turkey, and fish in the market, patronage remains slow. Traders say many customers now buy in smaller quantities or reduce how often they purchase frozen food as they try to manage limited household budgets. For traders, the situation has created a difficult balance. While they strive to keep prices within the reach of consumers, they must also cover operational costs to avoid losses. Some say profit margins have dropped, while others worry about sustaining their businesses if costs continue to rise. As the market adjusts, frozen chicken, turkey, and fish remain essential food items for many families. However, their prices continue to reflect broader economic pressure affecting food supply and consumption patterns. In the end, the frozen market tells a larger story, one of resilience, adaptation, and the everyday struggle to balance nutrition with affordability. As conditions evolve, both traders and consumers continue to navigate challenging market environment.
And that leads to today's edition of Market Survey. I am Stephanie on Soliwa.
ITV, certainly the best. ITV, ITV,
ITV, certainly the best.
The Ugewe is the final ceremony of the series of festivals. It is one of peace and lightheartedness, following the more solemn of the ritual year. Ugewe is the festival of the Ewe leaves, a symbol of good luck and joy. It is the most popular of all that heralds the dawn of a Benin New Year, new vow, newness of life and freshness of life, and a new hope for the future. In the evening, the Ewe leaves are presented to the Oba of Benin in grand style in a colorful ceremony. The Ihogbe Society, amidst singing and dancing, bring the sacred leaves that symbolize good luck, blessings, peace, and prosperity. Each of the senior members of the Ihogbe proceeds to give the sacred leaves directly to the Oba of Benin, and others put theirs at his feet.
Atwage, Abana Ojode Atwage, Abana Atwage, Abana Atwage, Abana Egwejua.
to Viewpoints on ITV. I am Caroline Okonji. And today on Viewpoint, we're going to be talking about the current electricity issues and situations that we as business owners, as individuals, are facing in Nigeria, as over 80% of households lack adequate access to grid, as Nigeria's electricity sector suffers from chronic liquidity trap and infrastructural decay, leading to frequent national grid collapses, with generation dropping below 4,200 megawatts, far short of the 4,000 megawatts required for its citizens and population. It is a Viewpoint on ITV, and we're going to be looking at some of the key issues affecting our electricity sector in Nigeria. I am Caroline Okonji.
In terms of security of it, we need light, and based on that, in some areas, it makes it difficult for us when we are on patrol at night, and we are even begging the state government to try and do something, at least by supplying street lights in some area that are dark in the night. In most cases, in our community, there are places that is very dangerous, that without light we cannot do anything of such. For so doing, we want, as a matter of urgency, the Edo State government to try and do the needful, so that the security will be okay for us, so that we can be able to work effectively.
The issue of NEPA issue that you came from is very rapid to us, in the sense that the NEPA look as if we are not a citizen of Nigeria, because since a month there's no light in us. We have been passing through. Which NEPA, anytime they came a minute or 30 minutes to, they will come and bring the light to us. That is, we are not expecting them to come and collect their bill. Indirectly, we are expecting bill from them to come and collect. Within that hour or 2 hours, you will see a number of people with a ladder. They will come. They will come. And after their collection, there's nothing like light again. They will block us up. I think before we have this light, they mandated us to buy a meter, which we bought individual. We pay through the NDC, we have our transformer, not through NEPA. Before we got out this light, they mandated us to write an application of submitting it to the NEPA as a will to them. And we work for it. And we should not claim ownership. And we fought for the transformer. And after that, again, they came that there is no oil in it. We pay up to 1 point something again. Before, after all that, they came up again, said it was meter issue again, that every community, every houses have to have a meter, which we did. We have to. I have my own receipts. I have my paper meter in my residential house here. So after all that again, they came up with a past bill. We, before we make that transformer, got that transformer, we've been black out for 10 years here. They came with a bill to us again that we need to pay a standing bill. We went to Testament, their office there. After we left the one at the bypass, they were delivering us before they now refer us to the one at bypass. I don't want to mention name of the manager there. Got him there again. He said we have to go for all those things. We need to for free. All those things we did. After that, they now on the light for us. As they on the light, not up to the month, we are still in blackout again. So at the end of it, we went again. They said it was according to them, that the electric wiring merge. That was the cause that they now cut us off again from Iyowa again, which we not pick. We that match again. The Chiri community, which is the Kabetu, Igbo and Igwe. After that, they brought a light for a week again. After a week, they cut us off again. They said Iyowa is owing. We now went to the office again and told them that if Iyowa is owing, does that mean it affects our community? We are blackout throughout all this. So before we sort all those things out, we have already made up our mind. We can do away with our neighbor. When our father was living with a lamp and all these things, we were enjoying it. We cannot be paying for what we are not using. We cannot be paying for what we are not using. So if they feel they want to cut us off from this NEPA issue, they should cut everybody off totally so that we will know that we are not with NEPA. Not that after 3 weeks, they will not bring a light under 22 hours or 3 hours. They will come and collect their money. It's unfair to the masses.
The electricity issues and challenges that BEDC in the state is devastating, in the sense that as a minister, I suffer a lot in terms of electricity. As an individual, not only me, the entire people of Edo State, and not only in Edo State, Nigeria as a whole, we are really facing electricity challenge in the country, in the sense that we are not getting constant light. Even though the tariff of electricity is high, people don't even get the light. I don't know how the government will enhance constant light for the Nigerian people, especially in Edo State here. We are seeing the government are not taking a proactive step towards this direction. But if the government will be able to ensure that people are paying for electricity and they are not getting electricity, government should take a drastic step in this direction by making sure if people have constant light, people will want to pay for it. But a situation where you don't see light, at the end of the month you see BEDC personnel coming to people's house to come to cut lights, is really a problem. My major concern is that let them provide us electricity and people will pay for it. But a situation whereby we don't have constant light, out of 24 hours, people cannot boast of 3 hours light in a day. It's a problem that we are really facing. People who are doing business cannot do business effectively. People who are doing business, they want to make sure their food stuff does not get spoiled. Nobody can preserve their food again. Even though they cook, you cannot preserve it. Even though electricity for our artisans to work, they cannot get electricity to empower their equipment in order to boost productivity for the entire society. It is really a problem. The state of electricity in our country, in our state, is very poor. Very, very poor. We don't know how government is creating effectiveness on this aspect. We say Nigeria is generating electricity and the neighboring are getting electricity, and the people that are in this country are not benefiting it. Nigerians, we are crying. As a person, I am crying. We don't say as an individual we don't want to pay for electricity. We are not saying that they should give us light for free, but let them make light available and let people pay for it.
They often tell us the national grid is collapsed. So ultimately it's to develop enough capacity the whole process of generation, distribution, and the rest of it. And then the enabling law. The happy thing recently is that they have said is deregulated. State governments and private investors can now enter the electricity market, generate and sell. So we do hope that will be a great deal of improvement, because without electricity, really, we are going to remain in the Stone Age. We cannot industrialize. Even domestically, we cannot have the comfort we should derive from electricity. We should consider all the options, whether the new sources like wind, solar in our country, so that we're able to generate enough for our consumption. The darkness is cover for any kind of nefarious activity. Yeah, so if the place is not well lit or substantially lit up, people can ordinarily hide under the cover of darkness to perpetrate just anything, not just robbery, kidnapping, and whatever you have. Yeah. Don't also forget that we now have private investors. The government doesn't have so much to do with electricity anymore, apart from regulation. So they also have to maximize their profit. So it may have been a mistake in the first instance, divesting from electricity at the level of government.
Let me talk about the state where I live, where I reside. The total blackout is nothing to write up about. We really suffer when it comes to light. Edo is suffering. I think our governor is trying to, you have to do more. Our Excellency, Senator Monde, our governor of Edo State, Executive Governor, you have to do more when it comes to that light issue. We are suffering. There are some of us who can provide electricity for ourselves, solar and all that. Maybe a generator, this was the case, but not everybody. And so at this junction, I think it is expedient that our governor looks straight into this issue and solve this problem. What would I call it? I don't know the right English to use. The right English right now, we have serious problem when it comes to light. Businesses are going down. Those selling drinks, those who have koro, without generator, you can't do anything. And the J is on the high side. Those small J, those are better passing our neighbor used to buy then 30,000, 10,000. Now you can't buy it. Then the other one is the Tiger and the LMX, 1 point something for ordinary generator. So it doesn't make any sense at all. So we're begging on our executive governor, the governor that knows what to do, to please to look into us and save us from darkness. Then when it comes to these funny BDC people, we're raising a child that came from the US and the others. The first thing they learned in Nigeria is NEPA don't bring light. Children brought from abroad. The NEPA don't bring light. Can you imagine such? And so these funny people, 2 days, they'll bring the light on and off for 2 days. The next thing they'll come with their estimated billing. They start dragging people, wires and all that. It's high time. I think it's high time we stand our ground and let them know that we're not fools. We are Nigerians. We all own this nation. It belongs to nobody. It belongs to nobody and it's for everybody. We should stand our ground and fight for our rights. This BDC, I bet may they pack, may they go. NEPA still better pass. You can't go out at night when there is no light. The security issue. Is what the government is trying. I may cannot chrome them in one day, but we individual too. Like the police used to say, see something, say something. But sometimes when you say something, they use it as a bait. And so we need to. Just the government need to give us security as well. Nightlife in Benin is almost gone. But I also want to say kudos to our governor. For the first time, December free of bloodshed. It was wonderful. December, look, we have most of our people in Nigeria right now, those living in diaspora, those living abroad. Many of them came December and this January. And, they came and they're enjoying it. So I believe our excellent governor, our excellency can do more about that to give us more security. Like those travel. If you're traveling from Benin to Akure, Benin to Ifon, those roads are no-go area at night. You can't date. So I believe with all hands on deck and our governor and the police, our CP, let's hope and pray for our action governor to do something about insecurity.
BDC, since they came in, I don't think they have done well by my own assessment. And darkness is synonymous with demonic things. And they have thrown their city into darkness, Benin City, and Edo State as it were. It's in darkness. And I think that the government should step into the matter to do something about the situation. Because the way I look at it is that, for me, I think it is deliberate. Because there are some areas that have light. They call it dedicated light. So why can't everybody have the same light? Because there are areas for 2 weeks no light, for 1 month no light. Some people have 3 hours a day. Some people have 1 hour. And if they bring light in these 20 years, so people shout, hey, they'll be saying up NEPA instead of up BEDC, which is BEDC. So the thing is that government should step in and help us. People are dying, and most people are paying for darkness. They go there, they threaten people, they bring light when it is 110 for 3 days, 2 hours, 3 days, they come and collect money and they shut it down again. So I think the government should step in. If they are going to be thrown out, they should be thrown out and bring people who can give us light, who are ready to pay. It was privatized. That was a good intention by government, but the people that did it, I'm sure they gave it to their cronies who does not know anything about the management of light, and that's why we are where we are. It has really hampered nightlife because you don't work in darkness. And then the only thing that is helping us now is this solar, and people put everywhere. And some persons that have money to buy diesel and buy fuel. It's not everybody that have that kind of money. So it has really disturbed or hampered nightlife. But government is trying to bring it back by putting street light and everything. So we commend them. We pray that God will give government more power, more strength, more wisdom to do what they have to do. And the individuals are also trying by helping to lighten up everywhere. So we praise them. But for BEDC, I think they should go. We need better people.
The situation of electricity in Benin here now, I will give them at least 30%. They don't give up 50% from areas. But I wish the government can improve, because if you see what is happening to us now, we all they use our hand to define electricity. Some of us they go generator for us, some of us they get solar, some of us they go generate big blister. All these people get like hotel. So I wish the government they really improve for electricity. All those generators will become condemned money for our hand. You understand? So people no go they go for it. And money now they need to put, because that energy, that light will really need that. If light dey for this, imagine if you come for here for Silok Road now, government already put light, but in the evening everywhere will be dark. So where there is light, everything, even the security aspect of itself, wetin anything concerning light is too plenty. No be one particular. So we need light. If I come out for office now, if light no dey, we must buy generator. At least from office I dey buy at least, if I'm not mistaken, 5,000 every day for sure. Imagine at times 1 month, na big money. Until na money. From then I will come see look at this make come here say we come dey go for solar. Make we use solar to stabilize them, because solar dey give us more, make savings from the fuel aspect of it. So if you get light, nothing like light, your light can carry AC, can carry everything for us. And to the noise, no go even give you that noise issue. So we prefer light more than any other thing.
The light is our problem. We are suffering for light. You can see our business without light, we cannot improve. We need light. The show of light is very, very, very low. I don't know if you're getting it, very low. We need light. The show of light in Edo State is very poor. Patronage is very low. You can see we import fuel at least every day 10,000, 15,000 a day. But you can stay 2 days, 3 days, no light. The show of business is very, very, very low. Very low. So we are begging government to improve the light aspect. That light, you cannot sell bulb, you cannot sell fan. You understand? When you have light, you prepare to buy fan. Not everybody can provide solar for his house. Actually, we need light.
Electricity in Benin City or in Edo State has been with mixed feelings, because to some they will give the positive nod that they are faring well with the supply of electricity, but with some become so epileptic of recent. Me personally, I have discovered that we are not paying for what we get, or we don't get what we pay for. The reason being that the regulatory body that's supposed to task the BEDC are not doing enough to satisfy a customer by way of ensuring that you get what you pay for. For those who are using prepaid meter, there are reports that suggest that even the prepaid meter is even overbilling or overcharging consumers as against what the government is telling us. Only recently we discovered that the BDC keep complaining that the generation company is not supplying them what they ought to get, which will in turn affect the consumer. And even at a point, they also raise the issue of federal government owing them. But just recently, the federal government has paid a huge sum of money to liquidate what they are owing this distribution company. But looking at the experience of consumer in terms of the electricity supply, it is so appalling. They will either give you excuse of faulty transformer, which they left for the consumer to contribute money to fix, whereas it is supposed to be the onus of BDC to fix the transformer so that they can in turn supply electricity to the consumer who pay for that service. It's like you are buying a recharge card. I am not sure that the recharge card you buy is what they give you. It varies from quarter to quarter. It varies from consumer to consumer. For example, for those who have been using the analog or the estimated billing, you will discover that whatever they bring, which is not subject to negotiation, by the time you now procure your own prepaid meter, they will bring everything inside the bill and begin to roll out deductions arbitrarily without consulting with the consumer. Even the estimated billing they brought was not even discussed by the consumer. So, and there is nobody that is there to advocate for the consumer or to leverage on the complaints. Nobody to complain to. So that makes it very, very heartbreaking. So for me, I believe the federal government and indeed the lawmaker, the National Assembly, should set up a body where consumer can run to and lay their complaints so that there can be an equilibrium between the consumer and the BDC, for example.
To wrap it up on Viewpoint on ITV, we're going to be highlighting some of the key issues that was actually mentioned by our respondents, which some said it is as a result of poor maintenance, gas supply shortage, and poor metering, just to list but a few. And the government at all levels, they are expected to do the needful and do the right thing to ensure steady power supply for citizens in order to boost means of livelihood, especially for business owners in the country. It is Viewpoint on ITV. I am Caroline Okonji.
ITV, certainly the best.
The Ekoko masquerades from Ute village, whose cult is connected with Obaeware and his mother, Elere, appear on this occasion to bless the Oba. Ekoko is a ritual masquerade that dances to please the guests and the Oba.
certainly.
Certainly the best.